So holy shit. Did anybody catch Blair's stream today? Whoa! So apparently some crazy ass shit went down at VidCon. More VidCon rumors and gossip and stuff. Cause I don't have the stream. I don't know if Blair's gonna post it. I don't even know if she's posted it by the time I'm making this video. I don't know if she's gonna post it at all. I don't know what's going on. But apparently a YouTuber who's got a pretty, decent following. She's got more subscribers than I do. But she apparently went to VidCon kind of thinking that, since she did the same kind of content and she's, popular kind of in her own mind, or in her own circle of whoever she hangs out with on YouTube, whatever, I think she thought that she was just going to kind of show up and be like, hey, I do what you guys do, and then just kind of immediately be in with Sargon and the Warskis and all of them. And that didn't go off the way that she thought it would. So she got kind of upset. But, it's weird. The whole YouTube thing is weird. Because it's almost like fame. In that people know you. And some people are known so well that they can't walk down the street without being like, hey, fuck, But that's pretty few and far between. Like, your basic person doesn't really watch a lot of YouTube. So, even, like Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt can't walk around anywhere without a disguise because everybody fucking knows who he is. He's Brad Pitt. But, like, PewDiePie, the most subscribed to person on YouTube, like, I imagine he can still pretty much go places without really being recognized all the time. You know what I mean? He's PewDiePie. He's not Brad Pitt, So that's kind of like the top level. You're recognized, but not, all the fucking time. There are people that are below that are recognized all the time. You got your Alex Jones, you got your Young Turks and that kind of shit. But for the most part, everybody's kind of in their own niche in one way or another. And with YouTube, it's like you've got like your hierarchies, but it's weird within the hierarchies even. Because the most obvious is, subscriber count. People with high subscriber counts, they don't know who the fuck people are with lower subscriber counts more often than not. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they help, and things of that nature, but to get their attention, that's difficult. They're busy fucking people. They're doing shit all the time. I don't have huge subscriber count, and I'm busy all the time. You know what I mean? So, whatever. But, within that, there's people that meet each other, and they get, involved with each other and whatnot, and then they become friends, and then that kind of evens the playing field a little bit between them. But those are like little cliques within the broader group of the whatever, within the broader group of everything else. You know what I mean? So, VidCon, for a lot of people, it's a time where they can go to a place where they know there's going to be subscribers that will most likely recognize them. People who go, they advertise it on their channels for, weeks, if not months leading up to it, to make sure to try and get as many people there as possible, because the last thing you want to do is go to a fucking YouTube convention when you're a YouTuber and be like, nobody knows who I am. Like, that shit sucks. But, and nobody knows who you are. If you're not a big YouTuber, nobody knows who you are. And you got to kind of be expecting that. And if you haven't been talking to other creators and you've just been watching their stuff, you've just been a fan, that's not a relationship. Maybe that's a relationship between you and them, but that's not really a relationship between them and you. That you might know everything about the person that you watch all the time, but that doesn't fucking mean that they watch you. Doesn't mean they have any idea who the hell you are. So, it was weird for her to go in there kind of with the expectation that she would be kind of in on everything. You know what I mean? Like, these are people that have talked to each other for some of them months, some of them years. And this was like the first time most of them had actually met face to face. So that's kind of a big thing. And, you know, there was time when it was, hey, we're all meeting fans, and they're meeting fans, and the convention's going on, and that's where the fans are, and that's where the creators are, and everybody meets. And there's separate meetups where it's like, this is for the fans. But, like, then after a while, it gets to be, okay, we're all going to hang out with each other. No offense, but bye, fans. You know, like, you're going to get that. Because they're wanting to hang out with each other and spend time with each other, because it's like they're old friends that haven't seen each other in forever, because they're old friends that haven't seen each other ever. So, you know, they wanted to be hanging out with each other. And I guess there was a mix-up with, I guess, like, Blair's room was on a secure floor, so you needed to have a card key to swipe in the elevator even to be able to get up to the floor. And somehow this chick got up to the floor and found out what room they were in, and she showed up with like booze, and that's cool. You know, she kept going on about how she had gifts, and it's like, alright, well, you had gifts and you kind of snuck past the line to give them to us, and thank you, we appreciate that. But that's weird. Go away now. You know, like, and if you're giving somebody a gift, you know, that was not my big problem with it. She kept saying, I brought gifts, and all this happened, and I brought gifts. And it was like, well, if it's a gift, you give it to somebody without the thought of there being any indebtedness. It's a gift. So if she brought gifts and was expecting to be able to just sit and hang out the rest of the night, that's not a gift. That's a bribe. So, but, and I guess she was on, like, Andy Worski's computer and stuff, and she showed up at the Francesca meetup with Andy Worski, and she kind of, like, got in on that, and, like, I don't know. It's just, it was really weird. She thought that she was part of the group. And nobody knew who the fuck she was, but she knew all them. But that doesn't make you part of the group. Like, I'm not saying anything fucking like, if I would have been there, I would have been. I'm sure if I would have been there, it would have been, hey, Sargon, big fan, love your work. Would have shook his hand and said, you know, I got a channel myself, like everybody else here, and I kind of do what you guys do, and you're kind of an inspiration. And he might be like, well, that's cool. And, you know, I'd be like, you going to Anita's panels? Sure, of course I'm going to Anita's panels. Cool. Maybe we'll run into each other there. And then that's kind of it. And then maybe we run into each other there. And then maybe we get to chatting more. Maybe he goes, hey, I got a chance to watch one of your videos. And, you know, maybe something happens from there. But I'm not going to be like, hey, so where are you guys going tonight? You know, because that's weird. You know? So, I don't know. It's another one of those odd crowd interactions where you know us really, really well, but we don't know shit about you. So when you come at us with this kind of familiarity, it's not even really off-putting so much as it's just odd, because you don't expect that, you know, from people. And, you know, all in all, YouTubers, we're real people. You know what I mean? Most of us have normal jobs. You know, we're not Brad Pitt. We're not constantly bombarded with all of this attention from the outside world. So it's weird when, you know, when those situations happen, and it's like, and you just gotta kind of know where you're at. Know, you know, read the room. When they're saying, hey, we'd like you to go, you go, all right, that's cool. See you guys later. And you leave. You don't try and figure out new ways to stay, because it's uncomfortable. I don't know. I thought it was really interesting. It was a really, really weird stream. I hope Blair posts it. I don't know if she will, because towards the end there got to be some weird shit going on, and this girl was getting phone call. That's why I'm not referenced. I'm not involved. I'm just gossiping, you know, this is what happened. A lot of you guys don't find this shit out any other way, so I'm just sharing events that happened at VidCon. I'm not involved. But yeah, she was getting calls from people that were kind of fucking with her. Somebody, my name is Jeffter, and that was pretty funny, because, you know, she was getting calls, and she's fucking screaming about how she's getting calls, and they're like, okay, you know, because it was just timing. Timing was weird. And it's like, well, what? We didn't give out your phone number. You've been here the whole time, so how is this our problem? And so they, you know, she got a call, and she's like, "Dad, do you hear it? Do you hear my phone?" And they're like, "Pick it up, put it on speaker. We want to hear this person. We'll yell at them if they're gonna be dicks, you know, like, let's hear it." And she put it on speaker, and the dude's like, "My name is Jeff." So that was pretty funny. He just kept saying my name is Jeff over and over again. Made me laugh. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't think that Blair would post this, but I'm sure somebody somewhere recorded it, and I'm sure it's gonna get put up. So, you know, check that shit out. Don't give that poor fucking girl any hate. It's already bad enough when you kind of try and insinuate yourself with people that you really, really like, and then they look at you like you're weird because you're kind of being weird, and then they kind of go, "Get the fuck away from us, weirdo." That feels bad. But, you know, you don't be a weirdo. I don't know. But that's what's going on. That's more stuff that's going on. I'm still trying to dig into what the fuck happened with Jenna Marbles, but I can't, you know, people I usually watch don't really give a shit, but you guys asked me about it, so I'm still trying to figure out. As far as I know, she just never did anything. She just sat in her room. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to check her channel. I don't know. Anyways, so that's what's going on. That's what happened today. I thought it was funny, so I figured I'd bring it to your attention. And it is kind of a topic that is worth discussing. The relationship between content creators and fans. And where you kind of have to draw the line. And you kind of draw the line at understanding each other's positions. You know? I love you guys. Without you, without the fans, psh, none of this happens. You know what I mean? So it's we all have such a great deep affection for you, but at the same time it's like that doesn't mean that, you know, we're going to invite you to our place to hang out and have beers, cuz that's, you know, we don't know you. That entirely could happen, but that happens like any other friendship. You get to know the person and you talk to them online and you get to talking to them, and then you wind up going, "Hey, I'm gonna be around," and it's like, "Hey, we've been talking for a couple months. Yeah, I'll visit with you. That's cool. We'll meet someplace neutral." You know what I mean? So I don't know. You just kind of, you know, when you're interacting with anybody, put yourself in the situation of this is technically a stranger to me because we've never actually met, and you kind of think of it like that. I don't know, but I'm winding down and I don't know where to end it. So I'm just going to end it. Bye!
Thank you.